Hello and welcome, my name is Ansu. If you don't know who I am, consider subscribing down below. Okay, so today, it's kind of a different video. I don't know why I wanted to film this, but I was just like, let's talk about TV shows that I've been loving. Because I'm kind of obsessed with one recently. I just wanted to talk about it. I needed an excuse to talk about it. So, let's talk about some of the TV shows that I've been really enjoying, and they can be like slightly older as well, so like don't judge. So the first one I'm going to talk about is a sitcom which has already been completed, and that is New Girl. It has 7 seasons, so there's a lot of material that you can watch. It follows around this character named Jess, who is like a very sunshiny person, and she's played by Zoe Deschanel. It's so cute. She's such an adorable woman. But anyway, she has been recently cheated on by her boyfriend, and she ends up like moving out of his house, and she gets this like loft apartment with a bunch of different guys, and she has this like new friendship with them. It's a really funny show. Mainly we're following around Jess, or Jessica Day. We're following around Nick Miller, Schmitt, Cece, Winston Bishop, and Coach. These are the main characters that we're following around. They are all like respectively very funny, but especially Schmitt, I love. It's such a funny character. The way that his dialogues are kind of like put out there, it's just so funny. I absolutely adore him. But of course, the romances are also like a very important part of this TV show. There's one in particular that is just such a heartwarming situation at the end, at least, and I think it was so well done and thought it was very cute. But our main character's romance is very trippy, and of course I wanted her to be with someone specific, and she finally ended up with that person, so it worked out great for me, and I really enjoyed this show. Personally, I did not like, I think it was season 5 and 6, I didn't really care for, but the rest of it, top notch, really funny, absolutely adored it. Next step. I'm going to talk about it anyway. It is also another show that is completely done, and that is Modern Family, and I just wanted to talk about that as well because why not? Again, this is a sitcom. Obviously I have a pattern with the things that I like, but we're following around this family. We're basically following around the Pritchetts mainly and their subsequent families. So we have Jay Pritchett and his wife Gloria, Claire Dunphy, her husband Phil Dunphy, and their 3 kids, Haley Dunphy, Alex Dunphy, and Luke Dunphy. And the other Pritchett son, which is Mitchell Pritchett. I did not realize that it rhymed until I just said that. That is a terrible name, dude. Why would you do that to your kid? Mitchell Pritchett and Cameron Tucker, and they also have a kid into the future. It's mainly just following around these different families and their like little ups and downs and everything like that. Personally, I loved the Dunphy family so much. They were such a chaos. It was so funny to see like all these different characters going through various stages in their lives, and it's interesting just seeing how they're growing up throughout the years. I adore them. They're so funny. It is such a funny show, and it's about growth and love and just family aspect, and it's just so great. Love the show. It's great, and it's obviously fully done now, so if you want to binge watch, you have something else. Those are like the 2 older shows that I was like more into recently, so I just wanted to talk about those. Another show that I was like really into, there was only 2 seasons that are out so far, Only Murders in the Building, and I mainly watched this because Selena Gomez was in it. I was very curious. But also there's some amazing actors like Steve Martin and Martin Short. I've seen a couple of things by them. I mainly remember Pink Panther. I'm pretty sure Steve Martin was in it. I really adore that for some reason. So that was really funny. That's why I kind of wanted to check this show out. It's a murder mystery comedy situation of these people, and somehow our main characters are kind of being pushed into it. They have this podcast together and they're trying to figure out who the murderer is, mainly because they are the main suspects of the murder for whatever reason, so they have to like clear their name, and so they're trying really hard to do so. First 2 seasons we have like different people who are dying, and we're just trying to follow around and see like who is the potential killer and why they were killing in the first place. So yeah, it has been great. The first season ended off in a cliffhanger, and obviously the second season also kind of did the same thing, and it was really fun. Just the background music and visuals that are kind of portrayed, so epic. Love it so much. I think it's really great. I haven't heard many people talk about this. This is very popular, but it's Ted Lasso. We're following around Ted Lasso, an American football coach, and he goes to England to coach regular football, like soccer. And so obviously he does not know like the dynamics of how soccer really works, and when he gets into England, everyone's like kind of cursing him because he does not know what he's doing, and everyone thinks he's going to be terrible. Ted Lasso is such a sunshiny character, and just he wins everyone over through being himself, and it's just that complexity of him as a person each like football player in that team is, and it's so epic. Like every single one has that depth to them, and we're kind of exploring some of these characters, mainly like a couple of the footballers on the team, and then if we're just seeing like why Ted Lasso was called into this place, and whether he has to like succeed or not is kind of up to him, and him just going through everyone like standing against him. Like literally he cannot walk outside because everyone hates him. It's just so interesting, it is really funny, and it's very heartwarming. I love this show so much. It has like multiple Emmy wins, so if you have not heard about it, please go watch it. It is incredible, and I cannot recommend this one enough. Now, the next one is also another sitcom, and this one I mainly saw because there was this particular award show where Jimmy Kimmel was being an asshole. So it is Abbott Elementary. This is still an ongoing show, and it follows around these bunch of teachers in an elementary school. In this public school in Philadelphia, we have a bunch of very passionate teachers who want the best for their kids, and we also have this kind of tone-deaf principal who's the funniest, but she's a little crazy. We have one of our main characters, Janine, who is like sunshine incarnate, and she's trying to make everyone's life so much better, and she's trying really hard. Even though her life has been like a little difficult, she's really trying so hard to be there for her kids and also the other teachers, and she's really trying so hard, and it's just so heartwarming. A lovely show, and it's also incredibly funny. I absolutely fucking adore this. This should be popular by now, but I feel like, again, not a lot of people seem to be talking about this, so highly recommend it. The last show I want to talk about, which is the reason that I filmed this video, is The Rookie. Okay, so I actually saw a couple of TikTok videos on like some clips on this show that got me hooked into this TV show. Mainly of these two characters called Tim Bradford and Lucy Chen. Let me tell you what the show is about. First, it is about these bunch of rookies who starts off in the LAPD. So they're rookies and they obviously don't know what they're doing. They all get set up with a TO or a training officer, and we have our main character who's played by Nathan Fillion, John Nolan. He's about 40 years old, so he's the oldest rookie that's there, and obviously everyone's like, he's not going to make it. He's very compassionate. He was a contractor before, like he has no history with being in the police at all. He's very empathetic, and he's just a very good character. We have Lucy Chen, who's also a very sunshiny character, and she's just absolutely adorable. She sees the best in everything and tries to make the world a much better place. And we finally have the third one, Jackson, who I think he was like the chief's son or something like that. So he's kind of been thrown into the field since a very young age. So each of them gets their respective TOs. Character Bishop, Jackson gets Angela Lopez, and Lucy Chen gets Tim Bradford. Okay, listen. So now back to my TikTok story. I had watched these couple of clips of Lucy and her TO, Tim Bradford, just kind of being so mean to her, and I saw a couple of videos like that, and they just had so much chemistry. Even though they're like kind of fighting, they just seem to have this like insane chemistry. Like, it was crazy. I saw like a bunch of clips. I think I saw like 3 different clips where, you know, he was kind of mad at her in the first one. I saw that and I was just like, he's kind of a dick. And the last one I saw, he's just, the way that he talks about her to their like superior officer, he's just like, of course she's great. I trained her and she's fantastic. And he seemed so proud of her. And I was just like, oh, they would make such a good couple. And I watched the show. I am so obsessed with this. I can't, this has completely consumed my entire life. If you follow me on Twitter, you can see my Twitter is basically a fan page for The Rookie at this point. It's amazing. I absolutely freaking love this show, and I would highly recommend you guys to pick it up and just watch it. It's so good. Okay, I will grant this. It has a lot of plot holes, and which made me look into like a specific character, because I was like, hey, what happened to the specific relationship? Because they never really talked about some of these things, and I was just like, what happened? And I got spoiled. So do not Google anything. Just watch the show. And there's just like a bunch of things that are kind of inconsistent, but personally I just really enjoyed it so much. If you don't watch any of the other shows, watch this one. Because I love it, so we can talk about this and we can have a full discussion forever and ever. I even joined like a freaking group chat because I'm obsessed, and there's so many of us who are like really into the show, especially this like particular relationship in this TV show. Okay, cool. I will not spoil the show for you guys because I don't want to, and I think you should watch it. So yes, I'll leave it at that, but yes, thank you. This video is probably pointless, but I don't care, and I think you should watch it so I can gush about certain things with you. Cool. If you know of more shows that are kind of similar to these, let a girl know. I would love to watch them. That's pretty much it from me. If you're new here, hi, welcome. My name is Ansu. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to be notified every single time I upload a new video. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you all next time with another one. Until then, I'll talk to you all in the comments. Bye!